So yeah, I am really excited about getting back down there and tinkering around in our outdoor space. But it all didn't happen without a hitch. There was one major catastrophic incident that happened the last day that the guys were there working. So any of you who follow me, you already are aware that when we got back from Japan and I went to use the exterior spigot for the first time, I discovered my basement, especially my bedroom area, was flooded, right? So obviously that's probably forewarning you as to what this topic is about. So Mom was on site for the Monday and Tuesday, and it went by without a hitch. Lots of progression, amazing work. She had to go to work herself on Wednesday and was unable to stay there on site. They only had about a half of a day's work left to go. So, my mom goes to work. She has a 12-hour shift. She's over 70. She works in an ER. It's hopping. Sometimes it's a heck of a day for her. And this particular day was one of those heck of a days. Plus, her 12-hour shift turned into a 13-hour shift, plus your 1 hour before and 1 hour after getting in and out of work. So, you're talking about a 15-hour day for an over 70-year-old woman. All she was looking forward to doing was going home, taking a walkabout, enjoying all of the beauty that these guys created for our exterior space. And then she got down to the gravel flat area outside of my bedroom and saw the tape that she had taped off the spigot so no one could use it was on the ground beside the spigot. She was like, oh, F-bomb, and ran in the house, and of course it was flooded. And way worse than when we had the earlier incident because we barely ran the water. This time it was used to water everything outside. Now, mind you, if I didn't make it clear, she had it totally taped off. They had to particularly remove the tape in order to turn it on. Plus, there's a spigot on the other side of the house that was available and not taped off. So she has it on her all by herself between 8:30 and 9:30 at night when she discovers all of this to get all of my furniture she possibly can out of the room because I'm up here in Indiana, to try to soak up with a shop vac any water she can because she can't physically move my bed off of the carpet to get the carpet out. She just can't do it. Me and her together barely could do it. Nobody will answer a phone call down there. Couple people who have advised, if you ever need anything, just call if there's ever an emergency, knowing that we were down there alone. Won't pick up the phones. Now, one of our neighbors did answer, but he's over an hour away because he's not moved into our neighborhood yet, and he didn't really know anybody that could help in a pinch. That's not on him. None of this is on anybody else. It's just the frustrating part of the fact that a long day was topped off with this. So I'm up here imagining the worst, imagining how bad it is for her down there. I'm starting to get all angsty because I like to be helpful and be able to be the one to fix things, and I'm not down there to do any of that for her. This is one of those incidents that happens in life, and it happens to anybody. I had to really work hard. I guess what this example is trying to be is that this transition that I'm going through, this journey, is not 100%, oh, wham, bam, I'm a different and new person now. I had to work really hard and keep reminding myself it's out of your control. You can't do anything about stuff that is out of your control. I had to keep trying to mentally force myself to remain in the moment and not just keep perpetuating out of control thoughts about how bad this could be for her. You know, more than the fact that things could be damaged down there materialistically, I was worried about her. She pushes herself and thinks she is superwoman, and you know, she just shouldn't do all of that for her. I mean, it's not good for her bones, it's not good for her mentality. So I had to work really, really hard on myself to not return to my old self, to where I would continually be saying, why? Okay, this is an example of the old self. The old self would have jumped straight to, why is the world against us? Why is it every single time we get something good, it has to be turned around with something bad or worse on top of it that makes it not worthwhile to have the something good before the bad, and blah, 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 blah. Negative, negative, like, why is the world against me? Why is this happening to me or us? That is the person I'm trying to change. I realized a lot of my tightly strung, like, problems, and like wanting to mentally be in control of stuff so it didn't get out of whack or whatever, was a lot of my issues. So all night long, when I was finding this out, I was working really, really hard to try not to be that person. Instead, trying to redirect my thoughts into, why is this happening? What's the message in it? What's the bigger underlining thing? And not to try to beat a dead horse or anything, but eventually, a couple days later, I looked up, like, why, when you constantly are struggling with water issues, what could that mean? So it does take effort for me to, in situations like that, redirect my mind to not go there and think those negative ways. I mean, every time my mind wanted to go there, I would calmly reflect and take different values that I'm learning from meditation that brings me into the now, like whether it was just focusing on my breath in and out, or maybe the sounds that Yogi was making, because that's here in the now. Anything that I could do to redirect my mind from doing all of the stuff that it normally in the past would do. And even then, I was still struggling. And when my daughter did return home, I went into my bedroom to try to, oh wow, I don't know, there's a deer going up. So later, I was still struggling with it. I mean, I was staying on top of it so I wouldn't go spiraling out of control, but I didn't like the effort that it was taking me to not dwell on what I couldn't control. So my daughter came home, and I even then went to my bedroom, shut the door, and was trying actively to meditate, to try to not let my mind go there. And it was a struggle. So I asked her to come in and just give me hugs. So basically, is what she did then was she folded my arms over my chest and then did a squeezing hug, and that's like making you just think about right now. And she also did some Reiki, because she's certified in the first level of Reiki, where she just put her hand on my forehead and she's like, man, you got so many thoughts racing through your head right now. And I'm like, yeah, that's what I'm trying to stop. That's what I'm trying to stop. I don't want to go there. So she was constantly like pulling out that bad energy. And then I learned I can do that for myself. Like, next time something happens like that, I can like do that for myself. Like, throw out the bad energy, just throw it and blow it out. So yeah, it takes effort, and the whole reason I'm bringing this example up is because it's a work in progress. I'm not perfection. It's self-growth. It's awareness. It's learning where maybe your personality flaws are, and trying to be a better person. And I really am not happy that my mom had to go through all of that on top of a 15-hour day. And it also led into the next day, and obviously the next day it didn't just all get fixed in an hour. I mean, she spent 2 days cleaning up down there, and I hate the fact that she had to go through all of that hardship for me to practice trying to let go of the things that I have no control over. Anyways, I hope that might help somebody if they're having an overwhelming event happen in their future. But for now, that's it. Peace out. Talk to you later.